Aloha Hempsters, it is Hempress Hale coming at you with another Locs video, and today I want to discuss how I grew long, healthy locks. Today is another day, another blessing, and another opportunity to get things right. So getting right into today's video, let's talk about how to grow long, healthy locks. And this is my perspective of how I grew my locks. And starting about 12 years ago, not knowing exactly what I wanted to do with my locks, I did start with comb coils. So although I do have freeform locks at this point in time, I did not start my locks naturally freeforming. So that's a little bit of inspiration for those of y'all who are considering transitioning to freeforming from manicured locks. Although I did it within the first year of starting my locks, I believe that you can do it at any time. Your locks will look a lot different, and it will take a while for them to form their own, grow their own, thicken up, and all of that jazz. Everyone's hair is different. Everyone's journey is going to be different. So again, don't be discouraged if you didn't start with freeform locks. So how I grew my long locks, number one is patience, okay? This isn't something that happens overnight. This isn't something that will happen in a year. It takes a lot of time, and the more you pay attention to your hair, the less you're going to notice how much it's growing. I really didn't notice my length until I started comparing pictures of when I first started to the point I'm at now, and I can see how much it's growing each year. I feel like overall my hair does grow pretty slow compared to other people that I've been around, and that's okay. You know, this isn't a race or a marathon. This is a lifestyle journey, a long time commitment. So if my hair were to grow too fast, I'm not sure what I would be able to keep up with learning to maintain it. So I'm thankful for the amount of time that it's taken me, and just know that it will take time. So patience, again, is key. Secondly, as I always say, you want to feed and moisturize your locks from within. So make sure that you are getting all of the nutrition that you need, that you are staying hydrated so that you can put your hair in a position to grow and flourish. Moisturize from within. Thirdly, less is more. I've said it a million times in previous videos. I'll say it again. Do not overdo it with products, do not overdo it with styling, and do not overdo it with retwisting if you are one who has chosen to maintain your locks. I believe that is the most detrimental thing that you can do long term, is to over twist your locks. And I say this because although you may not notice anything in the beginning of getting a retwist, over time as your locks start to get longer, they will thin out. And I have experienced it through trial and error. I've seen other people experience it. Try to refrain from pulling your locks. And this goes back to, again, styling. I tend to tie my hair up in what I call a crown style. And this may also be the cause of my locks thinning at the bottom, because I'm actually tying them at the end. So that could easily contribute to thinning and loss of hair throughout the process. As your hair is growing, it does tend to get shorter before it gets longer. I feel like my hair has always shed some years before I gain years. So just know that for me, that was a normal part of the process, so it's something to be expected as you're growing your hair long. Would like to also say, do not compare your lock length to others. Everyone's hair journey is different. There are people who have thicker hair that tends to grow outward rather than downward lengthwise. People with thinner hair may grow their hair slower than I've grown mine. I would consider my hair thin, if anything. I don't know the exact texture of my hair because there's a lot of controversy, but I will say that I am definitely between 3B and 4B. Okay, so staying on course with the topic at hand. As far as growing long locks, you definitely want to take care of your hair the best way that you can. And that may be different from one person to another. There is an overdoing it when it comes to detoxifying your locks with something like an apple cider vinegar rinse. I don't think that's something that you should do weekly or even monthly. I think that it is definitely a more of an occasional thing, maybe 2-3 times a year. I will be doing a lock detox soon. I'm well overdue for it, and I'm excited to see the results and to just, clean my hair and start fresh as we close out the year. So that's my feedback on how to grow long locks. I could give a lot more tips and tricks, but I just want to keep it simple and to the point. If you have suggestions for others that are watching this video on how they too can grow long locks, definitely drop a line in the comments. If you have any questions for me regarding my freeform lock journey, also drop that in the questions and I'll do my best to answer that in a timely fashion. And aside from that, thank y'all for tuning in as always. Until next time, peace. It is officially Freeform Friday, so I will leave you with a flow. Okay. A day in November, it's hard not to remember when I started my journey. I felt kind of lonely, but now I see that this is not the reality. This is me against me, and the whole world can be misleading at times. As I drop these rhymes, I already know that I have far to go and I'm almost there. I could see my future near, but it's still further than I can grasp. I hope that things last as long as they're supposed to. I might see it through. I might switch it up. I might sip this cup. I might smoke this J. I might roll this hay. I might do something else. What more can I say? I'll keep this rhyme going for a little longer. I know that y'all like it, but I'm feeling the hunger. It's time for me to eat. I'm about to get out of this seat, move my feet, and bring some heat to the food that I'm about to create. I hope you can relate. I don't hesitate. I keep my words coming. I feel my mind roaming. Should I keep going or should I stop now? These words just keep coming, I don't know how. Blessings to my ancestors and those that love me. Let's just keep on being a blessing in this world, you see? There's more that we can do if we all put to work our gifts and stop worrying about GIFs and focus less online and give more of our time to the reality of what's really happening and come through. Plans been mapped again, and you already know that I don't eat the hen. I always try to stick to vegan, but that's just my lifestyle. It's been a while, about 10 years or so, and I don't plan on switching it up, but I need to slow it up because it's time for me to move on. And you already know that this is another song. I can rhyme for so long, but I'm gonna stop it here. Just know that I'm living with no fear.